Hello everyone, a warm welcome to you all from SGT University. I am Miss Manisha from Faculty of Nursing. Today we'll be discussing about the concept of aging. So let's begin with the topic. Everyone gets old. It is the cycle of life. It is something that's happening all life to us. From the wrinkle on the skin to the grey hair to the retirement, everything is a part of growing old. In the past, few people lived till old age, but during the 20th century, there has been significant increase in number and proportion of aged people throughout the world. The term senior citizen, elderly, or older adult is defined as a person who is of age 60 years or above. Aging can be defined as the sum of changes that normally occur in an organism with the passage of time. Senescence is defined as the natural aging process, and it implies that the changes taking place in the body as time goes by in the absence of any recognized disease. Gerontology is defined as the study of all aspects of aging process and its consequences in humans. Geriatric comes from the Greek word geras, and which means old man, and iatra, which means relating to medical treatment. Geriatric is the science that deals with the study of diseases and their treatment peculiar to old age. Geriatric or gerontological nursing is defined as the specialty that concerns itself with the provision of nursing services to the aged individuals. Gerontological nurse is a nurse who has specialization in geriatric or in the care of old people. Now let's have a look at the classification of old age. Age 60 to less than 75 years are considered to be the young old. Age 75 to less than 85 years are considered to be the middle old. Age 85 years and the older are considered to be the old old. As the individual grows old, various changes takes place in the body with the time under the influence of biological factors within the individual, the external factors in the environment, and kind of lifestyle. But many of these changes can be prevented or delayed by modifying various factors such as diet, exercise, lifestyle, support system, and ultimately leading to successful aging. Thus, successful aging, in other words, implies healthy and active aging. We can also say that healthy and active aging means retention of physical, physiological, psychological, and social fitness to its maximum. Being mobile, coping well with physical, mental, social, and spiritual activities of daily life. Enjoying sound and fulfilling life. Being productive and contributing to family and community. Thus, healthy and active aging can be defined in terms of the ability to function autonomously or independently within a given social setting. Do you ever wonder, why do we age? How do we age? To answer all these questions, various theories have attempted to explain the complex nature of aging. There are few categories of theories of aging: the biological theories, the psychosocial theories, the theory of free radicals. Biological theories have attempted to explain the physical aging as an involuntary process which eventually leads to changes in the cells, tissues, and body fluids. These are categorized as stochastic theories and non-stochastic theories. Stochastic theories view aging as the result of random cellular change that occurs over time. The accumulated damage leads to physical changes that we recognize as a characteristic of aging process. The non-stochastic theories view aging as the result of genetics or biological clock within the body that controls the process of aging. The psychosocial theories attempt to explain changes in behavior, roles, and relationships that come with aging. It consists of three classical psychosocial theories of aging. Disengagement theory. It is the oldest psychosocial theory which states that aging individuals withdraw from customary roles and engages in more introspective, self-focused activities. The activity theory considers the continuation of activities performed during middle age as necessary for successful aging. The continuity theory. It states that personality remains the same and behavior becomes more predictable as people age. The personality and behavior pattern developed during a lifetime determine the degree of engagement and activity in older adulthood. This theory is also called the developmental theory. The theory of free radicals states that because of all continuous chemical reactions taking place inside the cells, toxic substance known as the free radicals accumulate in the body. Normal quantities of these free radicals are necessary, but when produced in excess, they become toxic. These are believed to be responsible for damaging the cells and causing tissue and organ aging. This theory is one of the key theories which is used today to explain the causes of aging. So today we have covered the concept of aging. The next time we'll be exploring about the aging process and changes. Till then, keep learning, keep growing. See you next time.